It's time to learn again.
Basic expression with the verb aller to. This is the passé composé, that is the past tense of the verb aller, its usage and the conjugation. So basically, we have steps in conjugating aller in past tense, and here are the steps. We have just 5 steps in conjugating. The first is that you list out your pronouns. You already know your pronouns in French. The second is that you list out your présent être conjugation. That means the present tense of être. You have to list them out. You know that also already. And the third is that you had your aller participle, which is aller. You just have to remove the har, then add an accent aigu on your e. That is the acute accent that you can see on the e. You add it to it, you throw away your har. Then there's another e in the bracket. That e in the bracket is when the person you are referring to, or the person talking, that means the subject of the sentence. When the subject of the sentence is feminine, you will add this additional e to it. But when the subject of the sentence is masculine, you don't need the e. That is why it is in the bracket. That means it is relative. You have the time you add the e, you have the time you don't need the he. So, and the fourth step is that we're going to complete the phrase, of course, with maybe a noun or basically noun of phrase, because we are dealing with you going to somewhere. So, and the fifth step is that we are going to substitute our pronoun with a proper noun to make us to have a longer sentence than a well-detailed sentence. So go with the first step. Before I show my screen, Faith, can you list out the pronouns we have on Français?
Je,
Mm-hmm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
il, elle, nous,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
elle.
Perfect. So this is what you just read now, and my new is knowing because I'm sorry, my autocorrection made it now instead, but it's okay. So the second step is to list out our conjugated être. So before I share my screen, Samuel,
Oui.
do you know your
Oui.
être in présent?
I am not sure.
Okay, let's give it a try. Can you read it out?
Okay. Je suis,
Mm-hmm.
tu es,
Mm-hmm.
nous sommes,
No, you are omitting one. We have
oh, est,
UL what?
est,
Mm-hmm.
nous sommes,
Mm-hmm.
vous êtes,
Vous êtes.
tu es, vous êtes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You well done.
Oui, perfect. But it's US son. Son. It's not son.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it right. It's perfect. So step 2, je suis, tu es, you will, nous sommes, vous êtes, and you sont. So it means I am, you are, he or she is, we are, you are, they are. For conjugating irregular verbs in French, in passé composé, that means in past tense, we use this être to conjugate it. But when we want to conjugate our regular verbs in past tense, we use avoir to conjugate it. Remember when we wanted to conjugate our avoir in passé composé, we say j'ai what again now? We say, okay, when we want...
Sorry, ma.
Yeah, so what you... I can't hear you, bro.
Do you mean past tense?
Yes, past tense of avoir. How do we conjugate it? It was one that we had j'ai eu, tu as eu, il ou elle a eu. So you could notice that the participle of avoir is eu, and what we use to conjugate it is the verb avoir itself, j'ai. So that means the conjugation of that avoir in passé composé, we use avoir to conjugate it. The same thing applicable to être. When we wanted to conjugate être in passé composé, we say j'ai été, tu as été, il ou elle a été. That means we use avoir also for it. Most of the verbs in French, we use avoir to conjugate them. But for this aller, it is être that we use to conjugate it in passé composé. So that means we need the verb être and avoir really, really well when it comes to conjugation in French. Also, we need the verb aller too when we want to conjugate to future, that is future. So that will say I am going to do something. I'm going to eat. It will be je vais manger. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like the addition of going, I'm going, and to eat. So I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Oui, ma'am.
Ok, d'accord. On va continuer avec la troisième étape. So for the third step, it says we are going to add our aller participle, which is aller, to the back of our je suis, tu es, il ou elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, tu es. So we have je suis allé. Tout le monde?
Je suis allé.
Je suis allé.
Bon, tu es allé.
Tu es allé.
Il ou elle est allé.
Il ou elle est allé.
Nous sommes allés.
Nous sommes allés.
Vous êtes allés.
Vous êtes allés.
Ils ou elles sont allés.
Ils ou elles sont
allés.
Ils ou elles sont allés.
Ils ou elles sont
allés.
Perfect. So before I move forward, I did an explanation of the reason why we have an he in the bracket. So Samuel, can you recap what I said about the e in the bracket?
The e in the bracket is for when the subject of the sentence is in feminine, is a feminine.
Okay, perfect. So Faith, why do you think we still have an extra s on the last third conjugation that we have?
Because they're plural.
Perfect.
More than two.
Yeah, that's perfect, because they are plural. Whenever you are using être to conjugate your passé composé, it must agree in gender and in number. So that means whenever you are using this être in your passé composé, you must be careful and you must take note of your gender and your number. And that is why we have e in bracket all through, and we have s at the back of the plural pronouns. Do you understand?
Oui.
Okay, perfect. So voila, we're going to complete our sentences, and we have je suis allé à l'hôpital. Je suis allé à l'hôpital.
Je suis allé à l'hôpital.
Don't mind the à l'école at the back.
Okay.
So it's just I went to the hospital. So you might substitute the à l'hôpital for à l'école though. You can say I went to the school. Then the second one, tu es allé à la bibliothèque.
Tu es allé à la bibliothèque.
Il ou elle est allé au bureau.
Il ou elle est allé au bureau.
Nous sommes allés aux États-Unis.
Nous sommes allés aux États-Unis.
Some more, you're not reading?
I'm reading.
Okay, read the last one that I just read now.
Nous sommes allés aux États-Unis.
Perfect. Vous êtes allé à la maison.
Vous êtes allé à la maison.
Ils sont allés marcher.
Ils sont allés au marché.
Okay, so it means I went to the hospital, you went to the library, he or she went to the office, we went to the United States, you went to the house, and they went to the market. So okay, you just have to take it one after the other. Faith will take, then someone will go, then faith, then someone, then faith, then someone. So let me have you read the phrases.
Je suis allé à l'hôpital.
Someone.
Tu es à la bibliothèque.
Yeah, Miss.
Tu es à la bibliothèque.
Perfect.
Il ou elle est allé au bureau.
Okay.
Nous sommes allés aux États-Unis.
Aux États-Unis.
Vous êtes allé à la maison.
Ils ou elles sont allés au marché.
Au marché. Perfect. So, those are like the few sentences that we have. We'll just have to take the last step, which is to substitute the pronoun with a proper noun, and here we go. I intentionally gave you French names. Okay, so am I looking at this Edouard? What do you think it will be in English? Your network is breaking somewhere. Oh, is it my network? I can't hear you guys well. Oh, it's my internet. Okay, can you repeat yourself? Tu peux répéter s'il te plaît? Oh God. Edward, yes, perfect.
Yes.
Edward. So we have Edward aller où y est. Répétez après moi. Edward aller où y est.
Edouard est allé où est.
Okay. The U, it has an accent graph. The opposite of this acute accent. That is the other accent that is facing the other side. So that is the accent on our U, which makes it to be where. But when there is no accent, there's no accent here right now. Sorry, it's my mistake. The way there's no accent on it now, it means or, but it has accent. When it has accent, that accent graph, it means where. So it means where did Edward goes to yesterday? Here means yesterday. So it's as if I am asking that, okay, Edward, where did you go to yesterday? You understand? That's Edward, where did you go to yesterday? So second one, moi et Dominique. Dominique is obvious, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. I'm supposed to use Guillaume for you. Do you know what Guillaume is en français, en anglais?
Glory.
No. Guillaume is Williams.
Williams.
Wow.
So you will not even know that is the meaning, because it starts with Guallaume. So it's not having anything. I mean, any similarity with Williams, but you know, they're not the reason why they interpret it that way. So moi et Dominique sont allés nager à la plage. Samuel, I gave you à la plage yesterday. What's the meaning?
Beach.
Perfect. So we have, just look at it. What will nager mean?
Nager.
Okay, just
Huh?
huh?
Nope. I don't have an idea.
You don't have an idea. Okay. Just try and interpret the sentence. And when you get to where you just try and interpret the sentence. Let's see what you got.
I and Dominique are going to the beach.
No, it is in passé composé. We are talking about past tense of the verb aller. So it can be going.
We're going to the beach.
Going is présent et continuous tense.
Okay. Went to the beach.
Okay. And you, because you did not have an idea of what nager is, you intentionally left it behind. But it's okay. Nager is not angry for ignoring it. So nager means to swim. So moi et Dominique sommes allés nager à la plage means that I and Dominique went to swim at the beach. Yeah, or went swimming. Either of those two are correct. So, répétez après moi tout le monde. Moi et Dominique.
Moi et Dominique
sommes allés nager à la plage.
Nager
à la plage.
Okay, so that means okay, before then let's take the last one. Christelle et ses amis ne sont jamais allés à Paris.
Christelle et ses amis ne sont jamais allés à Paris.
So what do you think Christelle et ses amis means? Well, wait, what is Christelle itself?
Christian.
Christian? No, but you're almost there. Christelle is, you can see this L. This L will make you to know that this is a feminine name.
Christiana.
Almost there. It's Christine.
Christine, oh.
Yes.
Oh. Christine.
So Christine and okay, Faith, this is interpretation. And take note of this.
Christine.
When you, okay, wait. Take note of this. When you see ne, and you see maybe ne pas, or you see ne jamais, or ne something, it means negative. So that means,
okay,
if initially without the ne jamais, let's say it means that Christine and her friend went to the market, and you just saw this ne jamais. That means they did not go to the market. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So, good interpretation now.
Christine and her friends have never gone to Paris.
Him? You tried? It's yeah, you got the information there, the message there. So, Christelle et ses amis ne sont jamais allés à Paris. We have our interpretation here. I've never been to Paris. We have Edward goes to where yesterday, or where did Edward goes to yesterday? We have me and Dominique, or I and Dominique went swimming at the beach, and we have Christine and our friends. I've never been to Paris. So those are like the interpretation of these words. So I want you to take note of something very quickly before we move to the last phase of the class, if time permits. Is that this if you notice the first sentence, I did not put our E in bracket again. Who can tell me the reason for that?
Because Edward is a boy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, because Edward is a masculine subject, we have to remove the E since we are sure of the person we are talking about. So, adding Bill, we now have this Christine instead of this Edward. It will be a double E like that. You understand?
Yeah.
Then, moi et Dominique sommes allés nager à la plage. If it is Faith that is saying this, we are not going to add the E to it. We just add S alone to the back of it because Faith and Dominique is two gender. But in French, when we have two gender, we prefer to choose the male gender above the female. So that means we will not have the E there. And when if it is Samuel that is saying that he and Dominic went swimming at the beach, that means we don't even need the appearance of this E at all. Do you understand?
Oui, ma'am.
Oui.
Good. And for the last one, Christelle et ses amis ne sont jamais allés à Paris. So we believe that Christine and her friends are feminine. So all of them are feminine. And that is why we do not even bother to put the E into brackets. We just add it to the word and we have our fou aller on a feminine et pluriel. So that means we have it in feminine and plural form. Do you understand now?
Oui, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. So very quickly, we want the two of us to give a sentence, and I'm not giving you any place. So you should be familiar with places now, like different places. So who is going first? A sentence.
Yes, okay.
Je suis l'école. Je suis allé l'école.
You are missing the preposition to.
À l'école. Je suis allé à l'école.
À l'école. Je suis allé à l'école. Perfect. Faith?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Can I use je suis?
You can use je suis.
Okay. Je suis allé à. Sorry, ma. The beach is what? Plage?
Yes, la plage.
Okay, je suis allé à la plage.
What if you are not going to the beach? You stole my own place. So look for another place to go.
Hey, please, what is church in French?
Église.
Église.
Yes. We used it yesterday.
Can I say à l'église?
Of course. This is à l'église.
Okay. Je suis allé à l'église.
Oui, perfect. It's perfect. Merci pour ton attention et au revoir tout le monde.
Thanks for watching.